Midnight, the Iceberg Lounge. Cobblepot's front business for his various backroom deals, money laundering schemes, and smuggling operations. Security is tight. All the doors have armed guards, whether the public realizes it or not. Every window has sensors, locks, and cameras watching them. No way in, no way out. At least not for Batman. But Bruce Wayne, he can walk right through the front door. The doorman checks my ID, the way his right hand stands closer to his hip, the movements of his eyes as he watches the crowd outside, waiting to get in, and the watch on his left wrist that faces inwards. He's former Green Beret. He hands me the ID back. Have a fun night, Mr. Wayne. He nods his head, faking a smile. Practiced. He hates his job. Probably new. With a clean shaven face and the smell of cheap cologne. I smile back, also fake. But I've had more practice. 21 years of it. He won't be able to tell. No one ever does. I plan to. I slipped him $50. He'll look the other way now, be less suspicious. Down the hall I walk. Left, right, straight. Bruce Wayne has been here many times. Gala events, public appearances, rich investors' birthdays. Too many times. 3 more guards on my left, 2 former Marines, 1 active duty. I'll put in a call about him later to one of my contacts. Cobblepot's office is 2 floors up. The first room on the right, that's my first target. Up the stairs, faking smiles, acting the part as I go. 10 feet from the office now. But I don't stop walking. The cameras are a problem. I count 2. They won't catch my face thanks to the wide band emitting diodes hidden in my sunglasses. I look just like a blurry screen, but they can still see enough to know what I'm doing. From my pocket, I pull a handheld, miniature, localized EMP and keep it hidden in my hand. The range is only 10 feet. Each camera is 20 feet from each other. Not viable. Option 2 then. I pull a fake phone from my pocket and hold it to my ear. Sewn into the lining of my jacket collar is a transmitter, hardened against EMPs. Oracle, cut the power for 4 seconds. Wait for my signal. Roger. The whole block or just the building? She asks through the miniature receiver surgically implanted into the bone of my skull. The whole block. Make it look natural. Error in the city's mainframe. Got it. Okay. Ready when you are. Now, I say calmly. The lights go out. The EMP goes off and takes out the first camera. Hard turn on the dash. Now the second camera. Both cameras out. The lights come back on. They'll send someone to investigate, but I'll have at least 1 minute before they arrive. The EMP is fried, but it did its job. 5 seconds to pick the lock, 55 seconds to find what I need. Once in the office, I head for Cobblepot's mural. Behind it is a wall safe, but that's not my target. It's just a diversion. My hands run along the frame of the mural, and I feel a notch. I push it, and a click echoes from underneath the desk. Another diversion. Probably a stash of C4 waiting to destroy any evidence, or an intruder. A second push of the notch, and a small key falls into my hand. 50 seconds left, and now to the desk. 3 drawers, 3 failures. Key doesn't fit any of them. 45 seconds. The bust of Cobblepot's in the corner of the room. I lift it up and find a small keyhole. It fits. Penguin's insurance policies are stored in a hollow inside the bust. 30 seconds left as a doorknob begins to turn. His men are getting faster. I'll have to remember that going forward. My eyes glance around the room. Nowhere to hide. No time, anyway. The door opens and I move behind it. A man steps inside. One of the former Marines. Tattoos, beard, smells like smoke. Inebriated. Only a single set of footsteps. He's alone. He glances around, but the room is dark, and his eyes aren't adjusted for it. Mine always are. First priority is to silence him. The larynx or the trachea. No, he could suffer permanent damage or asphyxiate. Solar plexus then. Before his second step inside, I make my move into a hard punch to just under his sternum, knocking the wind out of him for just a moment. Now he can't scream. Next priority. I need him unconscious, so he can't call for backup. A head injury could work, but I've already done half the work necessary for a chokehold, so I'll be efficient. Grabbing his head, I kick hard behind his knee, bringing him to the ground and getting leverage on him. With my wrist and bicep, I pinch both of the main arteries on his neck. He struggles, but weakly. He's out in 15 seconds. I check his breathing. He'll be fine. I'm out into the hallway again, seconds later, evidence in hand. Now to target 2, the basement server room. Bruce Wayne needs to make an appearance. I stop by the main lounge, make small talk with old money people. A waiter passes with a tray of hors d'oeuvres. That should do. I take one and make the most obnoxiously pleased sound my throat can manage. These are fantastic! I nearly shout. The waiter smiles, a real one. Can you invite the chef out here? I'd like to compliment them personally. Of course, sir. I'll go and fetch her right away. He leaves. 1 minute should be enough for the chef to hear the good news from the waiter and start walking this way, so I'll make a quiet exit. Feeling just a tinge of guilt for the poor confused chef. The food was pretty good, actually. Stairs will be guarded now, so the kitchen instead. The waiter went down one hallway, so I take the other. When I enter, the kitchen is empty. The dumbwaiter shaft is located in the back corner of the room. Prying it open and climbing down is easy. Getting back up again without being noticed will be harder. In the elevator shaft, I reach the bottom of the server room. I crack it open and peek through. 2 guards, one on a monitor, the other walking around. Bats, check in, Oracle says. I tap the transmitter on my collar twice to let her know I'm okay, but can't talk. Can't talk, huh? And this might be a good time to tell you that I was the one who broke the vase in the main foyer, but I blamed Jason, since it was definitely his fault. While she talked, I pulled the dart and a 6-inch blowgun from under my sock. The dart was doused in a fast-acting paralytic sedative. Loading the dart, I took aim through the small crack, the guard sitting in the monitor, and fired as soon as the other was a few feet away. Direct hit to his neck. He groaned and slumped over onto his chair. Crawling halfway out of the dumbwaiter, I loaded the other dart and fired it at the second guard, hitting him in the thigh. He fell over confused as his left leg went limp, and he was out cold moments later. Moving to the servers, I plugged in a thumb drive Oracle prepared beforehand. Oracle drives in, I said. Got it. Looking through the files now. Codes are already uploaded, cameras have been looped, and motion sensors are disabled for the next 10 minutes. You're clear for exfil. How'd you get down there anyway? The dumbwaiter. Well, I guess Penguin hires whoever he can, but that's still rude, she said. I groaned. You smirked, didn't you? I bet you smirked. How many guards are on the stairs right now? 10 total. Want to go loud? No, but I can't go back up the elevator shaft. The kitchen will be staffed again. Create a distraction. Something nearby. I'll blend in. All right, let me know when you're ready, she said. I climbed the stairs, listening for voices. Now. An alarm went off one hallway down, and all the guards rushed to it. Checking all sides, I walked calmly back to the main lounge, where a fuss had started over the alarm. Some of his guests looked nervous and began to leave. Keeping my head down, I followed suit until I was a block away. I'm clear. Send a car to the corner of Cherry and Wilkins. Already en route. And Oracle. I already knew about the vase. Oh, I know.